What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it wouldn't be a normal news cycle if a game PewdiePie was playing wasn't making somebody upset somewhere. Only in this case, we're also seeing Jacksepticeye come under harsh criticism for playing a fan favorite from 2013, the game Papers, Please. Now, to give you an idea, this game is universally loved. The recent journal reviews are overwhelmingly positive, as well as the user reviews according to Steam. Some of the reviews from like Ars Technica, Eurogamer, and IGN read as following: Papers, Please is a fantastic idea, beautifully executed. It's absorbing, brilliantly written, causes you to question your every instinct and reaction, both in the game and in real life. Ars Technica says, buy, study, and share this game as an example of video games as a true art. All in all, the game can be played as a serious kind of think piece or just general fun, which is, of course, what most people play their video games for. You can see from the Steam listing page, it's a $10 game, and now I'm going to tell everyone to go out and give it a try. I'm going to buy it, and maybe I'll play it on stream tonight. Actually, I have a stream schedule for 7 o'clock tonight. Maybe we'll play Papers, Please. The game reads, congratulations, the October Labor Lottery is complete. Your name was pulled. For immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission at the Geston border checkpoint. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Geston. Expect a Class 8 dwelling. Essentially, you're checking people's papers, as the title would allude to, and allowing them or disallowing them into the wonderful country that I'll probably mispronounce, Astrokia. Astrokia. I don't know. Anyway, glory to. And the communist state of Astrokia has just ended a 6-year battle with neighboring Kolchia and reclaimed its rightful half of the border town, Geston. Your job as immigration inspector is to control the flow of people entering Astroskan side of, you can't really say that without trying to do the accent, I don't think. Among the throngs of immigrants and visitors looking for work are hidden smugglers and spies and bad people. Using only the documents provided to travelers and the Ministry of Admission's primitive inspect, search, and fingerprint systems, you must decide who can enter Astroskia and who will be turned away or arrested. A game I had never seen or heard of before until I watched both PewdiePie and Jacksepticeye play it, and it looked like they were having a blast. Now, of course, fun is an exclusively wrong think or bad person type of thing in modern day urinalism, and for video games to be fun, that means there must be something wrong with them. So as Slate would point out, they have a problem. The video game Papers, Please simulates the job of a border agent admitting and denying people at the border. First released in 2013 and set in a fictional East Bloc country of Astroska. In 1980s, the information matching game cast the player as the functionary of a regime whose cruelties feel strongly reminiscent of those practiced at the U.S. border. Of course, every game has to deal with modern day political things. That's the way that these fake games journalists deal with everything. Nothing can just be fun. Nothing can just be art. It has to deal with drumpf, essentially. Since its release, Papers, Please has been praised as an empathy game designed to cultivate compassion in the players, but empathy doesn't appear to be a consideration during several recent, highly watched YouTube playthroughs of the game that coincided with renewed outrage over drumpf. Yeah, I'm sure they had it all planned out to do that. I'm sure they planned it all out like that. Not after we learned of lice-ridden, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we get it. You're woke. So, what's wrong with having fun? Papers, Please shouldn't be a good game for YouTubers to play. The graphics are rudimentary. Yeah, I'm sure people didn't love watching RuneScape for all those years. Or how about 100,000 concurrent viewers for WoW Classic? These are the type of sentences written by people who have really no interest at all in video games and only use them to push ideological beliefs and push their personal politics into our faces. Most gameplay involves a very few basic operations. There is a little element of surprise. Yeah, it's almost like people watch video game streamers for their actual personalities. It's not like, I'm sure that the actual streamer has nothing to do with it. This is not to say the game is bad. It won several awards upon its release in 2013. Only that it lacks the traditional criteria for a high energy let's play. Again, people watch millions. I mean, look at Minecraft. Minecraft's like one of the most popular games in the world. And you're talking about a game that has rudimentary graphics and no surprise gotchas. So again, another wildly out of touch statement by somebody pretending to care about video games. Now, PewdiePie's video has accumulated more than 6.5 million views. Another popular YouTuber called Jacksepticeye has released 4 videos of Papers, Please gameplay, averaging 2.4 million views each. These people are always really upset about 2 things. 1, the number of views, and 2, the number of money, the amount of money people make. And that's because, in my opinion, the written word, these websites are dying media. They're just not drawing the traffic they once were. People are unwilling to support them individually. For example, many of you choose to click that join button below my video. It's a Patreon type support way for the channel. Hundreds of you have just volunteered to do that. How many people do you think would do that to keep Slate around, or Kotaku, or Gizmodo, or Polygon, or Eurogamer, right? These people have to resort to begging people to turn off ad block while generating less and less revenue every year. Going on, the article continues. At one point, if one point of Papers, Please is to force a player to reflect on the dehumanizing aspects of this, these videos miss it. Shellberg and McCollin, Jacksepticeye and PewdiePie, are not only inhabiting a role many view as cruel, they embrace as fun, the act of turning away migrants and enduring hardship for a chance at a better life. But there is something deeply unsettling about inflicting video game cruelty on those closely mirror the downtrodden in real life, whether it be punching a homeless man in Grand Theft Auto or going off-grid in Call of Duty. If these populations are already the butt of some unforgiving cosmic joke, it seems unfair to gain further entertainment from their suffering via video games. That's right, fictitious video games. Games developed long before their obsession with drumpf apparently had something to do with it, and it's wrong to have fun. Of course, any games where maybe a WW2 game, or maybe you're Axis versus Allies, obviously there's a lot of suffering there. That can't be depicted in video games. Wolfenstein, that can't be depicted in video games. Any real life event. I mean, heck, Civilization probably shouldn't be a video game, by this same person's argument. I think it's pretty much any chance it can get to put PewdiePie in a title is obviously one of the few things that will get these dying outlets clicks these days. But I digress. As it turns out, Shellberg and McLaughlin's viewers had a blast. Oh no! Fun watching YouTube videos. People wanted to escape. They want to escape. They want to. If people say they watch my videos to get through their days of work, I would say more than half of people don't even watch my videos. They just listen to them as they're driving, or as they're working, or as they're cleaning around the house, just for a little escapism. But that's not okay in everyday world to these people who surround themselves with grief. You must not have fun. You won't find many negative comments on their Papers, Please videos, which also boast a high like to dislike ratio. Oh my God, people had fun? This is a shame. These viewers aren't lapping up something graphically bad, but instead are witnesses to more insidious kind of cruelty. In Papers, Please, players sentence characters for their crimes via bureaucracy with the same excuse perpetrators of mass atrocities have for the past century. The Border Patrol agents are just following orders. This is how players or stream viewers were meant to take Papers, Please. Lucas Pope intended to force players to consider the harsh reality of turning away people by engineering several moral dilemmas in the game. In a 2013 interview, Pope said, "I'm trying to avoid making sweeping statements about the good or bad sides of this policy, but players..." So he says he's trying not to make statement. Players see the fallout from both too tight and too loose security. So great, what's wrong with that? I mean, why can't anything be also entertaining, educational, make you think, and be fun? I feel like these are of course, the most effective types of education. Either way, any noble intentions on Pope's part are wasted by PewdiePie and Jacksepticeye, who, in an act of ethical transference, impose their own values on the game. That's right, these pixels in the game are real people with real families with real problems. Didn't you know that? When PewdiePie encounters the trafficking victim, he responds, "I don't have time," and admits the potential trafficker. Jacksepticeye forcing spousal separation scenario is more sympathetic, but he still follows orders, admitting the husband and rejecting the wife. I'm sorry. There's basic rules. I'm sorry. Critics of Schulberg may find this lack of empathy towards immigrants unsurprising, giving his history of making jokes. Oh, God. You know, there's never any what's the word for it? Statute of limitations for offending people. You know, unlike, you know, normal people, they hold on to it forever, and they're forever offended and forever chasing you down and trying to make you submit and apologize for having fun in a video game, apparently. You know, Jacksepticeye has marked his career with extensive philanthropy. By the way, so has PewdiePie. They purposely don't say that. And led a positive mental attitude campaign to encourage positivity online. He came across as a good guy, but then he had fun playing a video game. That he could turn away so many asylum seekers in a video game, seemingly without further thought of this act's socio-political implications, suggests that it's not enough to attribute the brutality of drumpfs administration. Jesus Christ. Okay, like, it's a video game, a low-definition video game, and these people are just trying to watch and have fun. Players are just trying to have fun, and now your pearl-clutching faux outrage article is just going to encourage my viewers to probably watch me play Papers, Please tonight. I'll probably have to go to the store and try to find some sort of funny hat to wear, as I don't think my Sonic hat is going to work as an officer of the government. But, you know, of course, everything and anything you do in the world is related to drumpf, and you're not allowed to have fun playing video games. That's obviously off limits too. But for the rest of us, in reality, we're going to enjoy watching these Let's Plays, and we're probably going to play a little Papers, Please ourselves. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.